So ketamine was a drug I never really got into. I'd done it a couple of times, but the last time, holy fuck, scarred me for life. I actually see myself in heaven. It was that mad. So it was my first ever experience with a festival, Creamfields up north. I went there twice. I'm going to go through part 2 tomorrow. Why I decided to go back after this experience, I will never know, but it just shows you the extent I went to. So we ended up taking 7 grams of cocaine, I think it was 3 grams of ketamine, and then 2 grams of MD. Like, between me and my mate, like, it's absolutely crazy. And we ended up pitching a tent right by a path that you was having to walk to. So the paranoia, like, being in the tent, like, thinking people were going to come in and attack us. Anyway, like, I'm used to doing, like, belters with cocaine, right? Massive lines. Didn't really realise with Ket you can't do that. And I will never forget it. I've absolutely done this line the size of my forearm, and I never forget my mate looking at me like, you're in big trouble. I was like, I'm fucking hardcore. I'm not, right? I'm a fucking little bitch at the best of times, let alone doing something like that. So then the only way I can experience, we've gone down to the main tent, right? And then all of a sudden, right, I just feel like I've got special powers. I put my hand on my mate and I've just been like, I feel like the world is coming up. I'm like a Super Saiyan from like Dragon Ball Z. It's just mental. Then all of a sudden, everyone in Creamfield has just turned and looked at me like this, and I am shitting myself. Then out of nowhere, it's like I get pulled down this plug hole. I'm getting like thrown through time, like getting swallowed down these drains, and then bam, I'm back outside the tent, and I'm just thinking, I don't know what's real and what's not. Then all of a sudden, the same thing happened with a special power. Put my hand on my mate, and then we have zoomed up to heaven. Right, we're in the clouds. All of a sudden, he's turned into Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z, right? And I'm looking at him and I'm just like, mate, Ash, like what's happened? And he's like, meh, 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 like Majin Buu's voice. And I'm just like, like screaming. And then I've just turned into myself. And I've started screaming at myself, like real tears, like crying at the moment, right? And I'm just like, I'm dead, aren't I? And he's like, you're dead. You are dead. I'm so sorry. Like screaming, all of a sudden get thrown straight back down to earth. And I am just resetting, right? I don't know if you've ever seen Mortal Kombat where they're like, finish him, and they just collapse onto the floor. It is just that over and over. And I have lost my fucking mind here, right? I don't know what my name is, where I am, what the meaning of life is. I was that much. And I just remember thinking, I'm dead. Like, I'm absolutely dead. And then all of a sudden, it was just like this paper ball just unraveling, like as slow as anything. And I was just coming back. And I just remember I was still in my fucking tent, right? Bent up like a creep.